Hey everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, hope you're having a great time. Today we have a control deck which I've been playing, really enjoying. Control decks are something that I've been playing for a long time actually, probably since the global launch of MarvelSNAP. It's been a long time, but I wanted to revisit this archetype. It's something that I've enjoyed in the past. I know a lot of people have been asking for it with different cards that have come out in Pool 3. So today we've got a Pool 3 control list which you can build and play with yourself. It's competitive, it's enjoyable, and it has lots of really cool play lines. So jumping into a really quick deck breakdown, this is our control list that we've put together. I've tried out lots of different types of decks, different cards to include in the list and play around with, and this is the one that we've landed on. So quick look at the individual cards. We've got Sunspot kind of just in there to get the ball rolling early game. Because of the nature of the curve of the deck, sometimes you find that you're not actually playing cards on turn 2, potentially even later in the game. It's nice to have something on the board that has potential of building power. It's also a threat that your opponent has to consider at all points in the game, so I really like Sunspot here. Daredevil and Scorpion at a 2-drop. Daredevil is such a good Pool 3 control card. Just the insight that he gives you on that turn 5. You can't counter him, you can't silence him out. If you got him down on the board, that's going to be happening because his ability is just a persistent ability. So I love that you can play Daredevil, you know ahead of time what's going on. You can make some really informed decisions on that turn. I really like Daredevil here. Scorpion, if your opponent is playing a slow deck or something where they're keeping lots of cards in their hands, especially in the early game, which a lot of decks are at the moment, Scorpion's a great way to just, negatively affect their hand. Thor is in there as a threat with himself, potentially representing up to 10 power. He's just something your opponent has to consider playing around. Great power push on the board. Maximus, for the most part, although he does have a combo with Scorpion, I think Maximus is really just in here as a solid power push on the board. I played around with different cards in this slot, like Jessica Jones and other, but I like that Maximus comes in at a 3-drop. And I think with the deck the way it is, you're okay with your opponent drawing lots of cards. You've got answers with Shang-Chi's, with Enchantresses, with other lane lock later on in the deck. So I think in this deck, it's completely okay to play Maximus. Your opponent does draw cards, but you have a solid 7 power on the board there. Then also got Shang-Chi, everyone's favorite sniper. He's just very solid in this deck because of the current state of the meta, the cards that you can counter out, different play lines you can make with Shang-Chi. You can hold turns, you can massive swing turns. Shang-Chi's very solid. Then we've got Spider-Man, and I've been looking for a use for Spider-Man. He's kind of like that awkward card where you don't know exactly how to play. He's got a really strong ability, but sometimes you can't make it work. But in this deck, I think he does super well. Spider-Man's my favorite MCU character, so I really love playing Spider-Man. He's been super enjoyable for me. I think he has a good combo with other cards in this deck that can do quite well, and I think this is a good spot for him. Enchantress is a great answer for the ongoing effects, the powerful ongoing effects you're going to be seeing potentially in the meta. I've been seeing an increasing rate of Patriots coming back in. Maybe that's with the Winter Wonderland skin, I'm not sure. But also like Iron Man and ongoing cards in this and negative decks. So I really like having Enchantress in the deck. I think she does very well. Just a great counter card for sure. Rescue is in there, and Rescue has some great combo cards in the deck. I think you can rescue into Spider-Man, you can rescue into Professor X, potentially rescue into like an arrow or a big turn play. Rescue goes a ways to winning the location by herself with the power that she can bring. Professor X, lane lock utility to a T. I think Professor X, if you can time it, if you can play it well, he can be very strong plays. You also just have to make sure that you're lining up the play lines with winning another location, because you are committing essentially 5 energy to win a single location, potentially lock it down. So you just have to be aware. There are some awkward play lines you can get, but I've found Professor X is really solid. Arrow, one of the best cards in the game. I still think she sits in that slot, but she's just very solid in terms of manipulating your opponent's final turns of the game, or some of those plays. She goes a long way to helping you win locations or pull cards away from certain locations. Great inclusion in this list. Lastly, we have She-Hulk, and I'm finding lots and lots of different uses for She-Hulk in different types of decks. In this control deck, I think she does well with the combo with Sunspot, but I also find that potentially sometimes I'm even getting out She-Hulk on turn 4 if I'm skipping turn 3. Now, it's not often that you're doing that with this deck, but sometimes there are play lines where that's worked, and it does work for me every now and then. So I think She-Hulk just has lots of versatility. She's something that your opponent has to have an answer for, potentially. She's a great push on the board, does really well. I love She-Hulk. Alright, so that's it for the really quick deck breakdown. we're going to go ahead and jump into some games. I did want to call out quickly that we do have a Discord. There's lots of people in there, lots of cool people with great ideas, much smarter than me. So jump into our Discord. I'll leave the link in the comments and also in the description. So jump in there and join us. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the games. As always, infinite rank, pull 3 full collections. Let's get at it. Pretty good playline here. We could potentially Shang-Chi some stuff on Nidavellir. That's always a possibility. We'll see. Okay. Kind of like getting... No, I like this. I like this. Let's do rescue. So is he gonna arm? Oof. Okay. We got lots of things we can do here. Is he gonna armor this turn though? Is my question. We don't have prio, so it's awkward. So let's say he's gonna armor. Bad move on the Professor X, my friend. Okay, so we can't actually snipe that out. Realistically, we can't really do anything middle. Other than just make our own, like, big cards. Seems like it's okay. I did think that was going to be an armor. So we've got an Iron Man. We've got Captain America. We can destroy this location on the final turn of the game, huh? So I guess he's planning on... We have prio at the moment, so we kind of need to... Don't need to give it over, but... Let's do this for purely for power.
I am Iron Man. Avengers! Assemble.
Alright, so I think we just play these two out. Hopefully the Enchantress is the backbreaker for him. So I think he has Destroyer, Spectrum maybe. Victory. Because Spectrum here maybe wins him the game in his eyes, but then again maybe not. Yeah, we had the answers. Control deck has the answers. Who would have thought? We've got decent early game here. Don't mind this. Let's go ahead and get Scorpion out. Central Parks clutters our board a bit, but you know, we'll deal with it. Thor or Max next turn. Let's see what he plays. Scarlet Witch. Machine World. Okay. Still fine. Still fine. Let's do the Thor for potentially a Mjolnir there. What are our other playlines with this deck we've got at the moment? I mean, we could Spiderman there on... I don't know how we clear Mjolnir. I don't know why he would not play the -1 Ironheart into Vormir. That's crazy, isn't it? Okay, so maybe we sacrifice a Sunspot here. We do something like this. I don't mind this. This is fine. Oh, so it's a Surfer deck? Okay, makes sense. Makes sense. Are we giving up Machine World? You could have just Professor X here. That might have been just better.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Devil Dino. Did not expect that. Did not expect the Devil Dino. Alright, so without Shang-Chi in the hand, this does get a little awkward. Is our only playline is this? We only go to 13 though. Oh, no. Hold on. I don't do this enough. My bad. We got this one on lock. Man, that took a minute, huh? Gosh. Is it early in the morning or something, huh? Is it early in the morning or something? Alright, not like world ship or something. Okay, we're good. Man. We had the answer. It just took us a while to get there. Gonna laugh about that one in the comments. Alright, jumping into this one, we've got Vormir as our first location. Let's go ahead and skip turn 1. Ooh, so he's got the Deadpool playline. It's pretty solid. Vormir just takes a long time to go off, eh? Alright. So I guess Deadpool is getting played there every turn. We might have a Shang-Chi for that later on if we need it. Let's go ahead and Daredevil into Asgard, I think. A hand shaping up. Not too bad. That's interesting. Let's go ahead and get Thor out here and we'll kick on. Makes sense. Right, so I guess we just get rid of Vormir. Vormir here. We have potential Professor X play or Arrow play next turn. I think let's go ahead and do this just so we Asgard will go off first this turn, so I kind of want the card draw. It gives us options. Go ahead and do this. Dude, I keep thinking Vormir is like Death's Domain, but it's just the first time. So we'll clear Vormir for us. This guy's really thinking this one through, huh?
To me.
Cool. Okay, so he's got a 10 Deadpool. Just have to keep that in mind. Like, we might be able to snipe that on the last turn. We'll see. We have priority, so we're not going to be able to snipe with Shang-Chi this turn. Squirrel Girl, Bucky, and Deadpool. Okay, so we can do this. We can kind of mess him up with this. He only goes to 2 here. We can Shang-Chi and something on the final turn, I guess. Let's go ahead and do this. I don't know if this is like,
Spiderman here.
fully correct, but I've seen his Killmonger. I've seen his Nova. So think we Shang-Chi here. Guess he could like Cosmo or something. How does he get power over here? With this deck? He's also got priority, which makes this a little more awkward. Because an arrow... which he might have, huh? I guess arrow even here wins him the game. Does it? No, it doesn't. This is a tough one, man. How does he get over here? Because you could always just... This loses to arrow, loses to lots. What's he plays here? Let's go with this play line. I don't know. It's arrow. I played it in the wrong order for a leader. Played it in the wrong order for a leader. If we went the other order, we win that one. That's a shame. Spots into Mojo World. We'll get the ball rolling there. Our early game is looking pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. Okay, so... let's do Daredevil into Thor in Kiln. I think that's half decent. Seems okay. Rescue Arrow, rescue Spiderman, half decent. Unlucky on the Cosmo. Unlucky there. Start diversifying a bit here. Oh, max. Okay, so what do we... oh, I guess, yeah. My bad. Okay, so... what do we want to do here? Sarah. It's going to have lots of cards on the final turn. You can do this and just lock this down. You can also do this and lock it down. It's Silver Surfer, right? You could pull this into the negative zone, to be honest. I wonder if this is ever good. Maybe. There's so many different play lines we can do here. Could do this. I don't know if this is right.
Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here.
Don't know. Like, maybe it's better to play Professor X there. I guess it doesn't matter. So I guess he's definitely winning middle. He's gonna have all his cards here. Surely he wins this, right? With like Brood, Super Surfer, some rubbish. Added, removed. No, we gotta go with Arrow. It's our only play. Forge. Brood. Surfer, or Wolfsbane. We get there in the end. He had too many cards over there. I mean, it ended up working out. We could have Professor X here. I guess it didn't matter. Either one. Could have also potentially Professor X here, but we would have had a full location. I like this playline. Ended up working out. That's what we want to do. That's our goal. To play a little bit more quickly. Alright. Let's go ahead and get Daredevil out. We're gonna speed run these games as much as we can. So I think we'll rescue into something for turn 5. That seems pretty solid. Okay, not gonna need to. Don't know if we what do we beat here? Not a lot. So we would have lost to Groot there. So that's okay. This is a cool deck he's got. It's kind of doing something different. Sarah? We don't have Enchantress. Which does make it slightly awkward. Could just Professor X here. And just hope we beat whatever he has here. We lose the value on our... wait, I guess this is a Surfer deck, right? We do lose the value on our... Rescue. I guess that doesn't really matter that much. Maybe it does. Alright, let's do this. I don't know if this is the right playline, but... It's like a bit of a shame losing Rescue. So that is actually the perfect top deck we could have gotten. This is our play. I don't know if it wins. He could... He's probably finishing off with a Wolfsbane here. 3/3 drops. Oh, we are lucky we had Prio here. Not good enough. Not good enough. Professor X on Vormir. Winning playline again. So for this one, Daily Bugle. Let's go ahead and get Sunspot out. We're doing our best to play fast. That's what we want to do. We want to learn to play a bit faster. Alright, at the moment, no turn 2. You can go ahead and skip if you don't draw anything. We're in. Kunlun, sure. Okay, so almost certainly a Patriot deck. This is nice. Where do we play it? Let's do it here. Let's go ahead and get She-Hulk out, and then we can... I'm thinking rescue into... Rescue for Spider-Man 5. Could be good. We'll see. See. No Enchantress in hand's a little scary. I think we're going to rescue into Spider-Man. At the moment. You could have rescued Spider-Man in the debris location. But I feel like that's where he's going to maybe do the combo. I don't know. Okay, so Spider-Man's not really useful. Here. We can do like this. It'd be nice to... It would have been nice to have something to play with Spider-Man. But I think just because I'd play Spiderman here and then I'll play something here to activate it. But I think can we go down this route maybe? Let's do this. Let's do this. He's got some vanilla minions there, huh? Kind of needed, because this is Patriot Mystique. How does he win another location with Patriot Mystique though? If we do, we have Prio, so we can't actually do this. Patriot Mystique. How does he win another location? Patriot is 2, 4, 6. He only goes to 14 if it's just Patriot. Patriot Mystique wins him here, but loses him every other playline. Patriot thing. I think we're okay. I think we're okay with this play. Squirrel Girl. Oh, it might be Onslaught. Patriot Mystique. Wasp. Forgot about Wasp. Oh, we're good. We're good. It was close. It was close. But we get there in the end. Alright, so that's it for our control deck. Had lots of fun playing this one. I think Daredevil is one of the funnest control cards I've had the pleasure of playing. I really like this list, the way it's composed, the way it's put together. I think the play lines, the decisions, they're all very solid, but that's for my playstyle. So this isn't a definitive control list, but it is something that I've found very successful, something that I enjoy playing, and I can recommend it if you are looking for a control deck to try out. There's lots of different control decks there, so try out, tech out the cards that you like, maybe pull some stuff out of this deck that you don't. You can change it up and see what works for you. Alright, that's going to wrap us up for this one. Hey, subscribe to the channel. Would love to have you on board. Lots of videos coming out over the holiday period and beyond. So stick around, subscribe to the channel, like the video. Those things really do help us out. Until the next video, I'll catch you then.